Good morning, friends. From today, I will be explaining the basic concept of Python and will be uploading the video for same. So you can practice Python on any platform as it is a simple language. It is also an object oriented language, or I will suggest you to download the VS Code, which is the best platform for practicing Python code. You can download VS Code from online from any website or directly by some link which I will be giving you. So today we will cover some theory part and will learn now print in Python and some feature of Python. So let's start with our first lecture. So in this first lecture we will basically write one or two program and will be covering theory part just. So basically what is Python? as you can as you can see, it is a tool for communication. As we communicate in English, so computer cannot directly understand English. We tell computer in binary form, interpreter we should download. So this is a easiest language which we can learn from online YouTube channel, or I will be now explaining this. In this learning program we write code in English and sharing information with computer. Similarly, computer languages communicate with computer. These programs help us represent data like number, text, images, and also provide instruction to work with data. You don't need to be computer science expert or math genius to write computer programming or understand basic logic. You can write a computer program easily. So basically this line says that we don't need to be expert in math, English, science, or any other language. We just need some basic concept of computers, and this is only the main thing. Python is an interpreter, high level programming language for general purpose programming. So basically Python is a high level interpreted language. Interpreter means the codes which we write will be executed line by lines, not directly group wise. In English, to greet sentence you say hello. Similarly, in Spanish one would say hola. So in different languages we have to write different meanings. Like here it is written hola, as I have highlighted this hola. For example, if you want to write a message in Python to print, so basically first we will write the print, then this bracket, and in semicolon we will write hello. Whatever we write in this semicolon, this will be print as it is. So we can write anything instead of hello. We can also write your name or anything. This above text is called source code. This is called source code, means this will be simply printed, and it is a Python code. So basically this is our first code which we have learned from this video, like to print hello. This is our. In this above code we have written and given some instruction to the compiler. It simply means to print hello. So this is called an instruction given to the interpreter. The sequence of the instructions is called a program. If we write like 5 or 6 line of code, so it will be like program. So basically a program is sequence of instruction given to the compiler. This is the genius of Python. So Python can be classified as a high level programming language. There are other level languages also, like low level programming language. It involves communication with system in binary format consisting of 0 and which can be directly executed. It means we have to give the instruction in the form of binary as 0 and 1. High level programming language, it is usually written in the form of text, like we simply write in English and use some special characters. Middle level language consists of like mixing of high level language and low level language. Example, C is a middle level language. while C++ may be high level language as it is an object oriented programming language. There are many versions of Python. The first version is Python 1.0 was released in January 1994. There is no need to like properly learn this date when it is released. You just need to understand that there are many versions of Python. It reduces filters, map reduce and lambda. So these are the feature that was supported by Python 1.0. Then Python 2.0 released in October 2000. Feature includes, so you can learn this from this PDF. You can take screenshot of this. Next, the instructions are called source code. This we have learned that instructions are called source code and normal. There are error. What are errors? Errors that are the bugs that do not help us to run our code properly as we want. So there are two types of error basically: syntax error and runtime error. Syntax error, like it is written, are the like grammatical error. They occur when the defined rule are not followed. So basically this will happen when we write PRIN instead of PRINT. So these are the rule which have spelling mistake, grammatical mistake, or some comma mistake, like that type of. And second type of error are runtime error. Runtime error occur due to incorrect algorithm. Like incorrect algorithm here, 10 is divided by 0, but it is not possible because when we divide something by 0 it is like infinite. So these are called the runtime error in Python. High level language categories. These are high level language category as I have highlighted. Interpreter language. These languages are executed line by line by an interpreter, as Python is also an interpreted language. Functional language. These languages treat function as important parts. In these languages, function is the major part or the main part of this language. Compiled language like C, C++, because in this group of code is compiled together. And there are many languages like object oriented, concurrency. We will learn this step by step, so no need to about worry. This is our first code. Here the question is that print the statement in the above code to generate the output. We have to simply print where there is a will, there is a way. So as we have written print hello world, so basically I have told you that it will be same. If we something write inside the print statement, inside bracket and semicolon, it will be printed like same way. So I will provide its answer. This is its answer. Like firstly we have to write print, then brackets, and we will write that we want to print all thing here. So basically this is the syntax of printing some statement. You can practice them on VS Code. The more you practice, the more you will get to know much about Python. Then we will understanding Python command. We will try to understand how we can comment. Basically, what are commands? If you like write something like here, and it will be print directly. If we do not want to print it and we want to show them in our code, so we will use comment. Comment are the best part, or you can say it help a programmer to understand what is the meaning of the code. If we comment this line and say it way is to print, its task is to print, so the reader will directly understand that it is a comment and it will not be printed in the final output, but it is telling that it will print something. So this is the main part of comment. So comments are like I have told you. Then Python programming is usually composed of multiple statements. Each statement is a combination of following. There are commands, white spaces character, like some spaces between text, or when we start the line we will put some spaces like that. Comment can be used to explain Python code, so one can understand the code better. As I have said, one will understand the code better. We can read the code in a better way. so there is less chance of error. There can be a different type of comment like single line comment. The syntax of a comment is hashtag. The single line comment, like we will put a hashtag and everything written on that line will be commented and will not be given in the final output. Next is docstring comment. Docstring comment are basically like multi-line comment. These are enclosed in double quotes or triple quotes. We will more learn about this later in the next lectures or the next video series. So we continue to this video series. Like below the code demonstrate the use of comment like river name 1. These are variable. These are used to store the values. Then hashtag a comment can follow after a line. So this after hashtag, this will not be showed in our final output because it is commented. Next, like river name 3 Nile hashtag long. So basically below are few important points regarding comment. There are few important things which we need to know about the comment, that it is only by the hashtag special character, and we have to put the hashtag special character in beginning of the line so that the whole line is commented, or from the part where you want to comment you should write this hashtag character. Python style guide suggests that each line of block comment start with hashtag and a single space. As I told you, starting with the hashtag. Comment do not nest. It means has not special meaning inside a comment. It does not have special meaning inside the hashtag. It is just simply to make the reader understand what we have written in the Python code. So next topic is white space character and tokens. White space character include spaces, tab, new lines. Like I have told you some minutes ago, like spaces is also white spaces. Python uses indentation. So what is indentation? Indentation is, so I have told you indentation is the big spaces in beginning of the line is known as simple indentation. We use indentation in if else condition or match case statement that we will learn in third or second lecture. So be connected with our video series. Like it is a simple example. If true, print indented with white space. So the spaces before the print is known as indentation, and hashtag it is a command like proper indentation. It will not be shown in the output. So there is no much need to learn about tokens. Like token are smallest building of Python program. We not need that much about need to token. But the main types of token are keyword, identifier, literals, operator. What are keyword? Keyword are the reserved word in the Python that cannot be used for variables like if, else, while, for, def classes. There are 32 keyword in the Python. Identifier, name given to the variable function. Classes are called identifiers. Literals, constant value like number, 10, 3, 2.0. Strings, operator, plus, minus, multiplication. There are many types of operator like logical operator and many more, relational operator, algebraic operator. So we will learn them also later. So what is an identifier? Identifier, as the name suggests, to identify something. It is a name used to identify a variable, function, classes, module or object. Identifier help in differentiating one entity from her. Like your name is something like Rohan, Shivam. My name is Shivam, your name is Rohan. So these are identifier which is used to differentiate me from you. Like my name is Shivam, like something like that. We give some name to variables. These are called identifier. Next, it is given an example name. These name and name. Here identifier name and name are different because of different in case. In Python it is a case sensitive language. What you mean by case sensitive is like here name special character, not special character, sorry, name first letter is capital and in second line name second name character is small. So these are different links, these are stored in different memory. So this is called case sensitive. When uppercase letter and lowercase letter have different meaning, and it will change the sense of the whole sentence. Identifier can be a combination of lowercase letter or uppercase letter from A to Z, and it has also some numerical ASCII value. So the ASCII value are, what are ASCII value? ASCII value are the values, numerical value, which are given to alphabetic or string. The identifier can be of digit and underscore. Example of these are my class war, like this type of identifier can start with an alphabet or an underscore, but there is an rule that we cannot start an identifier with a digit, but we can start with underscore. We cannot use digit or any other special character to give a name to a variable, which is called an identifier. Keyword, I have told you we cannot use keyword also as an identifier, because these are the reserved word and have some predefined meaning in the Python libraries. Special symbol are not allowed in identifier, only underscore is allowed. So these are examples which are allowed and not allowed in Python. Identifier can be offline. You can make identifier of 15 character, 16 character, 50 character of any length according to your need. So there are no limit to make any length of character. What are Python keyword? Keyword is a variable name or which is have some predefined meaning, are the reserved word. Python 2 has 32 keyword, while Python 3.5 has 33 keyword. There is one keyword add in Python 3.5, as it is the next version of Python 2. Python 3.5 introduces a SNS and await as context development keyword, and their use is identifier and deprecated. So in Python 3.7 then we have 35 keyword. True keyword also add in Python 3.7. The 33 keyword are as follow: false, none, true, and, as, assert, class, def, del, elif, else, except. We did not need to learn these all we did not need to learn this whole. We will learn this step by step in next classes. These are just one time read with me. These all 33 keyword: false, none, true, and, as, assert, break, class, continue, and many more. So you can see this. Python provide a way to print the list in the current version. So what is list of? We can print the list of keyword, like we can write import keyword print keyword.kw.list. So this will give us the whole 33 keyword in the Python, and now Python 3.7 has 35 keyword, as I have tell you. So next we have like keyword or not. Boolean value. Boolean value means true or false. A Boolean value just return true or false. If the statement is true, it will return true, and if it is false, it will return false. So there is no much need to like ratta lagana, like that you can say. Variable in Python. In Python, a variable is a reserved memory location used to store value. As I told you, variable like to give some name, and that name will hold that address, its identification, that is called variable. Like your name is something, my name is like Shivam. So Shivam is a variable which is my identification. Someone will know me by my name only. Python has no command for declaring a variable. There is no command, like you just write a is equal to 10, so the value 10 is given the variable name a, and it is used for assigning value, and we will use equal to operator to assign the value to a variable. So like example here, marks is equal to 10, marks is the variable and so is the value assignment, and we have to use equal to operator. As a good programming practice, we should use meaningful name for variable, like its meaning, like we should not use to store we have to store someone name, so we should store like name is equal to, for good programming practice we cannot use like underscore is equal to name. So it is not a good programming practice to use meaningless variable name. by reading our variable name, someone can understand that it is storing some value of a name, class, which class, grade or something. But we can give any variable name to any value. There is no rule that you should give Shivam is equal to name to for variable. You can give anything. A is equal to Shivam, A is equal to 10, like this, assigning different value to different variable. So as we have learned to define a variable, and so we will now, this is a one question we will try to solve. What it is saying, that filling in the missing code, assign the variable value 1 with 99. So first we have to write like value 1 is equal to 99. In this value 1 is a variable, then assign the variable value 2 with the string value hello python, like same value 2 is equal to hello python. But there is a twist, like in 99 we should not use the bracket because it is a number form, but in hello python it is of string type, so we have to use double quotes. And same as assign the variable value 3 with string value, the final output. So I will show you this code later in this video. Try to solve like simple it is, and print the same, like value 1 is equal to 99, value 2 is equal to hello world, and value 3, and like we have printed. But if we want to print directly hello python, we will print by putting quotes. But if we want to print the variable, so we will not use that double quotes. So this is the main difference when we want to print some value directly, or we want to print the variable. So this is the main difference in printing something. Next, assignment of variable. As I have told you, the assignment of variable is basically done by equal to operator. Equal to operator is used to assign the value. What are expression? Expression is a combination of value, constant, variable and operator. Expression, some a is equal to b plus c is an expression. Combination of value, constant, variable all is equal to expression, like a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. It is an expression. Expression may include call to function and object. We will learn about function and object in the later section. So these are some operators. Operators, what are operators? I have told you, operator are the symbol that represent particular action, like plus operator, it is used to add two values. Minus operator, it is used to subtract two value. Multiply, divide, floor, like there are many operators. Some basic operators, math operators are plus, arithmetic addition, 10 plus 2 is equal to 30, like say minus, multiply, divide, modulus. This is new operator to which is new to programming practice. Modulus operator gives us reminder, like 2 modulus 5, it will give remainder 1, like that type. So next there is understanding print statement. It simply like a is equal to 15, like see below, a is equal to 15, print a. As I have told you, we should not use a double quote while printing the variable name, because it will print the a directly. So this is the main difference. It is to be noted. In Python we have different kind of statement: print statement, assignment statement, iterative statement, control flow statement. This control flow iterative statement we will learn in next video series. So the next topic is what is indentation. As we have discussed a little bit earlier about indentation, that are the white spaces or the tab spaces which are given in the front of the in the beginning of the line. Like if I is equal to 10, this is indentation in print. The before spaces is called indentation. Indentation start with colon. After if statement we use these two dots, and after that it will automatically give indentation in the next line to the print, like this type of called indentation. If we do not give any spaces, so it will return indentation error, which is called indentation error, simply like runtime error, syntax error, and simply this is indentation error. So the next is understanding the data types. What are the data types? Data types are like num, float, a boolean, string. These are the data type. So computer programming is all about processing data. In computer programming, they represented in a binary. As we have know that a computer process in the form of binary, which is a 0 1 language. Data type categorize data for efficient programming. Python. So some built-in data types supported in Python are. So these are the some built-in data type that are supported by Python. Like first is number, like we simply write 1 2 3 4. Next is string, like a b c d. Next is list. List is a data type which we will learn in next videos, but I will tell you some basic of list. List is like to store something in one row. Like we have given a is equal to name 10, b is equal to 20, c is equal to 30. So it will use more memory. Like we have given three variable name, but instead of we can store them in list. Like we will give list 1 is equal to then square bracket and then 1 comma 2 comma 3. So this is list which use less memory. Next is tuple. It is same as list, but the difference is in syntax. It uses list uses square bracket, it uses round bracket. Next is set, and same as dictionary. So we will learn this about set, dictionary, list, tuple in next video series in detail. Let us consider an example. A is equal to 5. A now refer to integer data type. A is equal to 90.45. So it is float. Float means dot, after dot something is written, so it is float. A is equal to India is a string as it is written in double quote. A is equal to round bracket. A is now referred to the list. As I tell you, we will use square bracket, but to store string we will use double quote everywhere in variable name also. But if we want to store the number float, we will not use double quotes. So these are some data types. Then number data type, number like simply 1 2 3 4. These are the number. There are different type of categories of number. They are int, float, complex. Int is simply like 1 to infinity. Float, as I have told you, that 40.45, like after dot something is coming. Complex, like we have read in 6th 7th class, complex number a is equal to I plus 3j, like that type. As you can see, a is equal to -7 class int. If we want to check the type of number or any type of data type, so we will simply write print curly square round bracket type round bracket and the variable name. As here it is coming class int because a is equal to -7, and here it is coming also integer because it is a integer like 1 2 5 10 and something number. Then float, as I told you, after 2.25 it is a float. Memory required for float, we require 8 byte of memory. Now you cannot understand what are bytes, bits, so do not need to worry. You just know that float uses 8 byte of memory and integer uses 4 byte of memory to store some value. Like here, if we want to print type of a, it will come float because the here after dot some value is given. Like complex is of form a plus b j, as I have told you, you have also studied maybe in 6th 7th classes. Next is string data type. String data type, as I have told you, like a b c d, these are string data types. As I also told you in the beginning of the lecture that there are some ASCII and Unicodes for the letter to give them a numerical value. Like ASCII value of capital A is 65 and ASCII value of small a is 97. If we add plus 32 in 65, it will come 97. It is ASCII value of small a. Like same, capital B is 66, capital C is 67, and same as small a 97, small b 98, small c 99, and same as up to z. Same. And this is like index start from 0. What is index? Index, like in prayer assembly we stand like first position, second position, third position. So same as in Python, but here indexes start from 0, not from 1, and goes up to n minus 1, and where n is the number of character. So it will go from n minus 1 and it will start from 0, and it can be of negative like -1, -2. So this is some basic. Using single quote to store value of string is also possible. Using double quotes and using triple quotes is also possible to store the string value, which is completely valid in Python dictionaries. But now come to list. List is a data type used to store multiple value of different data. As I told you, list is used to store the values which help us to use less memory, but in this we can store different data types also. It is its main feature. Like in C language you will learn about arrays, which are used to store the same data type only. We cannot store integer and string together, but in list it is the main feature that we can store list, we can store integer and string together. Like here, list 1 is equal to square bracket 1 comma 2, like this. And we can also print the list like print, and the variable in which we give to list is that list. Slicing expression. What is slicing? Extracting part. Like I have written a list, like you can assume list 1 is equal to 1 comma 4 comma 6 comma 22. This is a 8 or 9 set of list. So if we want to just print from the value 4 to 55, so how we can print? So we have to write the indexing number of 4 and the indexing number of the character before which we want to print. Like we have to print 55, so we have to write index number of 66, because in this the last part is extracted and is not included in the extraction of the list. But if we write like list slicing expression, assume this, it is written L1:4. In this first index is included, but the fourth index is not included. First, second, third, it will print first, second and third. Like it is 0 index 1, 4 is second index, it is printed. 6 is second index, 6 is also printed. 22 is third index, but the fourth index 44, which is not printed, as I have told you, it is the extracted, it is not included. Like same, there are different type of, and if we not write anything after semicolons, so it will Python is intelligent enough to understand that you want to print the whole list after this index. And if we do not write anything before index, so it will print from starting. So you can read this explanation also. I will zoom out this, you can take screenshot also. Understanding list creation. As we have understand list 1 is equal to that, we can add to list like plus operator, like list 1 plus list 2. It is also known as concatenation. We can like print repeating list by multiplying it by 2, and that type. So as now we have learned about list creation, so next is set. What are set? Set is also a built-in data type in Python. Set is a mutable data type that contain unordered collection. Like if we want to write set, it is not like it is come in ascending order, descending order, or like alphabetically order A to Z, Z to A. It will come randomly, like some random value, and it is a mutable data type. What are mutable? Like in real life, mute, which can not speak or which is changeable. So mutable means which value can be changed after some days, after some years, and immutable means which value cannot be changed, it is constant. Like the value of pi is 3.14, or you can say 22/7 from the last some decades. List is also a mutable data type. Creation of set. How we can create set? One way is to create set, it is built-in like set. An empty set is also can be created, like we cannot give any value, and it is known as empty set. To create an empty set, So you have to write my set is equal to set and like print, so it will come, it is an empty set. Another way to create the sets are like my set 1 is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, and in this we have to use curly braces, but in list we use square bracket, and in tuple we will use round bracket. These are the major differences in the syntax of list, tuple and dictionary set. So next is introduction to tuple. You don't need to worry, we will learn about set, dictionaries in further videos in details. It is just the basic videos so that you have some ideas what will we learn in Python, and that introduction to tuple. Tuple is similar to list, but important destination is I have to like of brackets. In this we will use square brackets in list, and in tuple we will use round bracket. Tuple is also an inbuilt data type. Empty tuple can also be created like empty set, like tuple 1 is equal to tuple and round bracket. If we want to create a tuple of one element, we write like my tuple is equal to round bracket 1, and then we have add this comma, and if we want to print like print my tuple, it will come like this, and print my type of this. If we do not write this comma, it is also valid in Python, but it will not come in the category of tuple. So this is the main difference. So next is dictionaries. What are dictionaries? Like in real life we have dictionaries in the form of book. In the same Python have ebook, electronic book in for dictionaries. So in dictionaries first it is written word, then its meaning, then word, then meaning. So in same we called it key value pairs in Python. Key like words can be same, words are unique but their meaning can be different, like table means maze in Hindi, but it can have some other meaning also. But the word table is constant, it have meaning different, same as in this key is word and value is its meaning. Key must be unique but value can be duplicated, same as word must be unique and the meaning of that word can be of 2 or 3. So we will learn how we can create dictionaries in Python. As for creating dictionaries, we will use curly braces, and like this is the syntax I have highlighted this. Key, curly braces, key, semicolon, values, comma, key, 2, these 2 colons, and value 2. Like first we will write key, then its value, comma, key, comma, values. Keys I told you must be unique but value can be duplicate. This is one example of a list. So how we can create a dictionaries? So for creating a dictionaries, like it is a built-in data type like list, set and tuple. There are 2 common ways to create dictionaries. First is empty dictionaries. My dict is equal to dict and bracket. If we want to print the type of, it will come dictionary. So you can see this example. Second is introduction, creating a dictionaries. First is empty dictionary, then dictionaries with element using keyword arguments. My dict is equal to dict, and this Delhi is equal to 30 Hyderabad. Then print my dict. It will also come. It will print like as it is Delhi 30 Hyderabad. The value of Delhi is 30. Delhi is key and the 30 is the value of this key. Same as using curly braces. Like simply we will give some variable name. My dict is equal to. You can give any variable name to any dictionary, but give some meaningful name so that the reader can understand what is the meaning inside this. And you can also write comments after each line for best practicing in coding languages. So it is direct assignment, like my dict is equal to curly braces is 1 semicolon, this 1 2, and this is 1 is key and this one is value. Print my dict, it will be printed as it is. Dictionaries are used to store the key values. It is immutable, like we can add some meaning after all, like now fan is like the roof fan which give us air. After some years, if we want to add some other meaning to this, then we can also add. So this is meaning of mutable. So dictionaries are also mutable, as I have said that key is unique but the value may be duplicate. So this is about dictionaries. Next is accessing the element of dictionaries, like how we can access. First is using the key, like this is a dictionary capitals which have some key values. So if we want to print only the value of the India, like in dictionary we just want to print the value of the fan. So how we will find fan in the dictionary and just see, but in Python it will sort our data. So like print capitals and then square brackets and then India. So this is used for accessing. Second method is get method. Next and the last topic for today is data type conversion. How we it means we can convert the int data to float and float data to int. So this is the main. How the syntax is int and then you can write some float value, it will convert it to integer, or you can write like float and then give some integer value, so it will convert it to integer. So these are the small topics for today's, which are the basic concept of Python. In the next video you will learn about like how we can take input from the user, how we can print that output from the user, and what are break statement, continuous statement. So stay tuned. Thank you. Have a nice